today is Zeta by Beta Sorority Incorporated Founders Day. That is right. January 16th, 1920 was when Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated was founded on the principles of scholarship, service, sisterly love, and finer womanhood. I am so excited to be a part of this organization. You guys do not understand. For me and my sorors, you guys will understand, because the love that we have for our organization and Blue and White in general is just, it's powerful. It's a bond that is brother and sister bond, but more importantly, just being able to uplift young women and women in general. And 97 years, that's how long it has been since history was made. It started, oh my goodness, I can't even explain it. I have been in my organization. This year will be 5 years. So April 2017 will make 5 years since I have been in my organization, and time flies by. Let me tell you, 5 years. I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, it will be 5 years, guys. And just the experience that I have with Zeta and just how my sorority sisters have helped me grow. Shout out to Sigma Nu Chapter, the oh so sweet Sigma Nu Chapter. So today, guys, what I want to talk to you about is the misconceptions of sorority, fraternity life, Greek life in general, because I know many of you have heard rumors, for those of you that are not Greek, and before a lot of us even became Greek, the rumors that are out there, and it's ridiculous. You hear a lot of stories, and, so for me, I know I heard a lot of stories and everything, but when I tell you it's the experience, it's what you make of it, that's what matters. So I'm going to just do a little Q&A. How about that? Just make it a Q&A of the misconceptions of Greek life. So I know the number one question that I always got once I crossed over and got to experience Greek life and then became a little bit older in Zeta years. I'm only 4 years, but about to be 5. But when I was helping to bring other girls in and, speaking with interest, the number one question that I always got was, what made you join? What made me join? And for me, it's so many reasons as to why I joined, and my number one reason was just because I love what the girls were doing on campus. It was something different, communicating, interacting, and the scholarship service was always a big piece for me, because back at home in New York, I always involved in church. When I was younger, involved in church doing community service projects. So I love that aspect, and also finer womanhood. Not to mention that, guys, my grandmother was a Zeta, God bless her soul. So she was one of my inspirations, and just to pick up and have her legacy means so much to me. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud to be a singleton. Shout out to my family. So proud to be a singleton and the legacy that she started within our family. So for me to be able to pick that up and, carry it on into my future generations, it means so much to me. So yes, a couple of reasons why I joined it, it's a gel. You have to gel together, and you have to know what's best for you. Like I said, I love the principles that they stood upon. It means so much to me, aside the fact that my grandmother was a Zeta. And I just wanted to be able to do the same thing. The number one aspect also that I loved was the finer womanhood piece, because being a young lady in today's society, adolescent, young adult, young woman, it's hard. It really is hard. There's so many peer pressures, so many aspects of being a young woman that a lot of young women, especially coming to college, don't really get to learn and get to experience. So when I was coming in, I had the help of these ladies on campus, to build, building their brand, building the business, because that's what it is. Also, it's a business as well, but also molding, being able to shape and to form young women. And I took on that aspect of being able to mentor, and it means so much to me. I love mentoring, and just from my experiences, what the experience I can give others, and just for it to reshape and revision. So number one thing was, that's the number one question I always got. The number two question I always got was, so do you guys always party? Are you guys always out partying? And for me, it is a other certain lifestyle that falls into it. Do not get me wrong. You have the work aspect of it, and then of course there's always another aspect that follows along with it. You, it's just life in general. There's a balance. There has to be a balance in life, and in everything there has to be a balance. So it's just like I said, it's just what you make of the experience. So you have to get out, you have to network, you have to go to events, you have to just be a part so you can gain the interest of others. And it's a brand. You are putting yourself out there. You are now the image of something. So when it comes to events and networking, yes, I encourage everyone to be a part of that. But when it comes to the partying aspect piece of it, like I said, you do have to go out and you do have to have fun. But it's also knowing how to carry yourself as a young woman, and in sorority and fraternity life as well. You have to learn how to carry yourself. That's number one, because like I said, you are not only representing yourself now, you are representing your organization and your letters, and upholding to a certain standard. So yes, of course there's parties and everything, but you be wise. Be very, very wise. It's a personal choice, and it's, like I said, it's what you make of it. So the number three question that I always used to get was, did you have to do things to get in? Did you have to, sleep with this person and do outrageous things like that? No. 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 I'm going to tell you that right now. Anybody that is looking to join a sorority or fraternity, I encourage you to get to know the people that are on your campus representing the organization. You want to know what you are going to be a part of, as well as they're looking for certain aspects of you. You are also looking for certain aspects of them, and what you can bring to the table as well. So if you have to do outrageous things to get into an organization, and this is anything in general, if you have to do outrageous things, you have to be smart enough to say, then this does not uphold to what I'm about. This does not, speak to me. This is not what I'm about. So no, I didn't sleep with anybody. I didn't do anything like that on campus. You don't have to do that. And if anybody's pressuring you into that, I would strongly advise you to think twice about it as well, because you want to know the people that you are going to be surrounding yourself with. So no, there was no outlandish things done to get into it. That's hearsay, and you can't listen to everything that you hear. So that's it. One more question. I'll do the number 4 question that I always used to get was, how did I not let the letters change me? And that is, as well as all the other questions and misconceptions, is very important, because letters should never change you. When I came onto campus, and like I said, I did my research. That's number one when you're doing anything in life, is do your research. Do your research. I cannot stress that enough. Do your research. But also, I came in as myself. I opened up and let the the girls, get to know me. And, at that time it was really hard for me too, because I wasn't opening up to much of anybody around me. I had that stronghold. So, but yeah, so just I came in as myself, knowing what I stood upon as myself. And then once I came into my organization, I didn't let the letters go to my head, because you don't let you make the letters, don't let the letters make you. Because at the end of the day, there is a whole other world outside of undergrad and grad and college. There's, it's that networking piece is no longer what it is when you were in undergrad. So, it's just, you can't let things get to your head. I've seen a lot of people where they just let the letters and the fame and the fame, yeah, I'll say the fame of it, but just the recognition of it go to their head. But it's just like, you have to put work behind it. It's not just, oh, you cross, you get letters, and I'm gonna just rep my letters. No, you have to put in work. Okay, there's, events that you have to go to. It's exactly like running a business. And so it's not just about wearing the letters and repping the letters. Yes, you do that because that's a part of who you are now, and you should be proud of it. But don't let it go to your head, because the same people that were with you before you crossed, or before you were even interested in an organization, they were holding you down. They were there, your ace boom coons and everything else like that. So why let that affect, why let crossing over affect who you had before you? Because you want the same people that were there before to be there after. And I am fortunate enough to say that the same people that were encouraging me before I became a Zeta are still there after coming into my organization and graduating college. The same exact people. And I believe that's strongly because I stayed true to myself. I stayed true to my friends that were truly, truly supporting me before that, before they were there with me and just pushing me even in my graduate studies and the hardships I faced in college. So I just, I had that great support, and I just remained myself. The only thing I did change was my aspect, and how, like I said, Zeta and the girls on campus molded me. They helped me to be more open. They helped me to, it's okay to have baggage, but now let's brand you. Let's be the young woman that we know you are. They brought so much more out of me, and I am forever grateful, forever grateful. And that's why I am here today, and I love, like I said, I love mentoring other young women that are truly interested in becoming a Zeta. And I believe I've helped so many girls as well, and that makes me feel good. I do want to add one more question. There was another question that came across, was how do I feel about sorority, fraternity life, and Christianity? Does that gel together? And it's for a lot of people that is a touchy subject. For a lot of people, it's your mentality of it and your perspective of it, because and what you stand upon. It's such a hard question to answer. It's a personal choice. For me, how I see it is that it's Christian based organization, and that's one of the other things coming into it. And I didn't listen to what other people had to say, because a lot of the things, a lot of origins from it, it's satanic and all this other stuff. Again, it's what you make of it. It's what you feel about it, and it's about what you do. There's nowhere in the Bible or anything else that it says that I have to, I can't be a part of this. It's about again, the principles that you it's about the principles that you what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, guys. It's the principle that you came in when you joined upon, and like I said, the scholarship, service, sisterly love, and finer womanhood principles, those all stuck out to me. And also a lot of the girls were in church as well, heavily involved in church. And so that was a great inspiration as well. And I must say, even when I wasn't really following Christ, I did have the support of my sorority sisters to say, still look to God, still, do you listen to gospel, do you do this, do you pray? So that was always there. And I strongly believe that's, one of the things God used to bring me to him. But everything happens for a reason. So for me, it does not affect my Christianity. I do not let it. I am heavily involved in my church now, and it's, like I said, it's been a great inspiration as well, because I saw that a lot of the other girls, my other sorors, were in church and doing things in church and community services and things like of that nature. And like I said, I was not involved in church, but that molded me again to be the woman that I am here, that I am today. So I hope this was truly inspirational. I hope you got a lot of insight on this. Please comment down below, subscribe, and like, and let me know what you think, okay? And actually today I am on my way to a community service. So Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, shout out to you, the oh so sweet Sigma Nu chapter. Love you guys. I will see you guys soon, and have a blessed day.